Okay, hi everyone. No, good evening. Before I officially begin, let me just share my screen. Okay, so I hope you're seeing my screen now. All right. Again. Okay, so once again, hi everyone and good evening. And of course, welcome back because this is another exciting session of the Fun Smart Learning series. So if you are a always attending no our Fun Smart Learning series, we've been conducting this siguro once every quarter or more. So again, this is another session, and tonight we're diving into homegrown prosperity, investing in Philippine assets made easy. So we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Benjamin Bitong, Head of Distribution at Atram Investments. So he's here to share his expertise, insights, and tips to help us navigate the world of investing. So I'll be introducing him properly in just a bit, so stay tuned lang. So again, tonight you will learn these three things. First, learn about the resilience of the Philippine economy and how local funds capitalize on this stability. Second, you will also discover how funds make it easy to invest in the Philippine economy without needing extensive market knowledge. And lastly, we will all explore the benefits of Atram funds. Pero before that, I haven't introduced myself pa pala, no? So I'm Joanna Blanca Ramos. I'm the Business Development Associate of First Metro Securities based here in Mindanao. And I am very happy to be your host for this tonight's session. So once again, a big thank you for spending your Thursday evening with us. So we know you could be doing a lot or many other things. No, baka iba dito nagluluto no for their dinner, or yung iba dito pauwi pa galing galing trabaho papuntang bahay. So we truly appreciate you being here. And before we officially kick things off, actually now is the perfect time to invite your friends and family know who you think might be interested in this topic. So as of now, we are currently 19. So to those nakakapasok pa lamang, no, so don't worry, we haven't officially started pa naman. So again, just send them the link so they can join us. And hopefully you are ready for an insightful session, and also stick around until the end because we have a live Q&A session. So to those who are new here, let me just introduce no, our company so that you get to know us better. So again, we are First Metro Sec, the stock brokerage arm of the Metro Bank Group, and we are licensed to trade in the Philippine Stock Exchange. So just simply put, we're here to help you navigate the world of investing with confidence and ease. And at First Metro Sec, we live by three core values: integrity, teamwork, and passion. Our mission is to empower individuals and institutions like you to reach your financial goals. And we don't just stop there. We envision becoming the largest and most trusted Philippine investment solutions partner. Now, let's take a quick look at some of the webinars we've conducted before. So we have sessions that are perfect for beginners, helping them to get started on their investment journey. So we have Stock Market 101, Bonds 101, and Mutual Funds 101. So if bago ka pa lang sa investing, these webinars are perfect for you. And now moving forward, we have webinars no focus on maximizing the First Metro Sec platform. So this one, like the Investor's Guide, to help users make the most out of their trading experience. Next, for those just starting out, we have our three-part BEST series or basic education on stock trading. This one naman is perfect for learning the basics and gaining confidence in investing. Now, if you want to level up no, your knowledge, we have another awesome webinar we offer that is GIFT. Actually, this one is an ongoing session. GIFT is Guided Investor Fearless Trader. So this is a special class led by our market education consultant, Mr. Aaron Sai. And it's perfect for those who want to level up their trading game. So unlike our usual sessions, no, this one is a more in-depth paid class designed for those who want expert guidance and hands-on learning from a pro. So that is from Mr. Aaron Sai. So if you are serious about improving your trading skills, this is definitely worth checking out. And we don't just do webinars, we go beyond the screen. In fact, we've been busy bringing investing education straight to communities and workplaces. So we have here a short video showcasing some of the engagements we had for 2024. So we've held on-site sessions for big companies, podcasts, and also some hybrid events for different organizations. It's like it's our way of making investing more accessible so more people can learn about the stock and investment strategies firsthand. Because at the end of the day, everything we do, our webinars, on-site sessions, and educational programs, it's all about one thing that is helping you secure your future. So, all right, let's get things started. We will start with a quick poll question for you, no? It's right in line naman with our topic for tonight. So if our technical support, Miss Hazel, can already show the Zoom poll question, it's easy lang naman so. So the question is, which Filipino saying best describes your investment strategy? So I hope the 23 participants will share their insights. So you just go ahead and drop your answers and I'm gonna share it to you later. So for me naman, just a quick sharing lang, my Filipino saying is, kung may tatanim, may aanihin. So simply put na if you plant something, you will harvest something. It's a simple saying, pero it's a very powerful din siya because it's a great mindset to have when building your wealth. So what you put in today determines what you harvest or reap in the future. So I hope the participants here will share their thoughts kung ano yung kanilang Filipino saying. If ever naman mag-end na yung call natin, so you can always share naman sa ating Zoom chat later. So again, okay, so at least meron ng isa na nag-participate. Maybe we can end the poll in a bit. Siguro I'll wait for 15% of the participants and I'll share their thoughts after. Okay, so 2 of the 22 participants already shared. So again, ano yung Filipino saying? So sana dito yung mga saying natin. I believe yung mga familiar sayings. Okay, so that's already 15%, no? So maybe we can end the poll. Okay, so let me just check on the answers. Okay. Check lang natin yung answers. Oh, I guess may ano tayo. False. Okay. Ayan, so parang, sige, later I'll show, kung ano yung answers sa ating poll questions ng mga participants. Okay? So, moving forward, yeah. Okay, so let's dive deeper na into our today's topic. So everyone, please allow me to welcome our speaker for tonight, Sir Benjamin Lito. So Sir Benjamin joined Atram in 2024 as Head of Distribution under Atram Funds. Sir Benjamin works closely with Andrew Cao, who is the Chief Marketing Officer of the Atram Group, in expanding Atram Group's investment funds distribution network in the Philippines and strengthening existing relationships with key partners. Sir Benjamin has 12 years of professional experience in wealth management and fixed income sales trading. He has previously worked in the following roles: Head of Investments at Maybank Philippines from March 2021 to June 2024, Senior Fixed Income Sales Trader at Citicorp Financial Services, now Union Bank Financial Services, from May 2017 to February 2021, and fixed income sales trader at Bank of the Philippine Islands from November 2013 to May 2017. Prior to these roles, he was a management associate at Standard Chartered Bank Philippines from June 2011 to September 2013. He is also a fixed income salesman license holder from the Securities and Exchange Commission and a UITF salesman license holder from the Trust Officers Association of the Philippines. Sir Benjamin graduated from the Ateneo de Manila University with a bachelor's degree in business management and minor in history, and from the University of Notre Dame in the USA with a master's degree in business administration. So, Sir Benjamin, the floor is all yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Joanna, for that wonderful introduction. Hello to all the participants of this webinar from First Metrosec and Atram. Um, Thank you because you could be anywhere else tonight, or maybe you're actually doing something tonight, like having your dinner. In which case, I'm glad to be the the companion to your meal tonight. Anyway, thank you all for having us today. So I will just dive into my talk. I'll be talking about how funds make it easy to invest in the Philippine stock market. So hopefully you can see my slides. On that note, we will proceed. So next slide, please. So before we get to our talk, I'll talk a bit about Atram. So Atram is ATR Asset Management. We are currently the fourth largest independent player, sorry, the fourth largest trust company and a leading independent player. We currently have 363 billion in AUM as of the end of last year. This comes from around 2 million in retail investors. And we're glad to be a proud partner of First Metro Securities. So we distribute our funds through FMSEC, among others, but we're proud to have that partnership um, with FMSEC. Next slide, please. Okay, so if anything defines Atram, we really look to be the digital partner or a digitally powered asset and wealth management firm. So, for example, our partnership with First Metrosec, they offer our products online. So, what we really want to do is make investing more accessible to Filipinos. And doing so online is one way to do that. If you recall, in the not so long ago, nung siguro mga 10 years ago lang po, if you wanted to invest in funds, you had to go through a bank. You had to have a large um, minimum balance, baka siguro po around 500,000 pesos, for example, for one investment. But now, thanks to the digital revolution, you can now invest in our funds online. In some cases, as low as maybe 50 pesos, diba? So really, what we want to do is aspire to be that provider of investment funds through FMSEC and other partners and more accessible to Filipinos around the nation. Next slide, please. Okay, we're also proud to have many awards. We do have one already this year. We are the Domestic Asset Manager of the Year through Fund Selector Asia, and we're proud of this and other awards that Atram has received throughout the years. Next slide, please. And lastly, if you're wondering where Atram has been throughout all of the years, we began it in 2009. Since then, we have grown from 1 billion that year to around 375 billion at the end of last year. So really, you can see that um, Atram has grown throughout the years through offering feeder funds, offering its funds through digital solutions, and it grew through the pandemic as well. And last year, or 2 years ago, I should say, thanks to its partnership with a leading insurance company, the AUM grew beyond 300 billion. And we look to grow even bigger than that thanks to more partnerships that we've had in previous years as well and in the years to come as well. So next slide, please. So that's Atram. Let's dive into our discussion regarding how funds, especially Atram's funds, which are offered through First Metro Securities, will make it easier for you to invest in the stock market. All right. So next slide, please. So before anything, let's have po a short Q&A. If you see the slide po, if you see the slide po on the screen right now, sige po, Hazel, please click one more time para lumabas yung caption ng slide. Okay. So if you're here, you're probably here because gusto niyo po mag-learn more about stocks and stock investing, which you can do through funds as well. But first of all, let me ask you po, and you can answer in the chat. We have po here different options, diba? A, B, C, D, and E. Yung first question po is, what is a stock? If you can chat po your answer in the chat, is it A, B, or C? Or is it, D or E? So may mga sagot po kang lumalabas po. So far, we have D, thanks to Sir Julius, Sir Paul, Sir Glenn, and Ma'am Catherine. Sir Art, thank you for your answer. So puro D yung sagot, no? So what is the answer po? Sige po, please click. Thank you, Hazel. So the answer is correct. It's D. It's both A and C. So ang isang stock po ay isang portion of ownership in a company. It's also has the potential for high returns, but may higher risk as well. Siyempre, we all know that high risk, high return because of the market volatility, right? So, um, so first thing, let's go back to answer A. If you own even one share of stock in a company, say Ayala, San Miguel, and so on, you are actually a owner of that company. Kahit na one share lang po, kahit na very small ownership, you are still um, considered po a owner of that company. And then of course, C is also correct because dahil sa pag-own nyo po ng stock, if the price of the stock goes up, you have the chance to earn a lot through that stock. But at the same time, the market could also experience downturns, in which case, possible na mag-lose as well. But the bottom line po is, it's high risk, high return if you own a stock in a company. Okay, let's move on. Thank you po sa mga sagot niyo. Next slide, please. All right. So kung may stocks tayo, the other major asset class in the Philippines is bonds naman. Let's answer po the question here. So we have A to E. What is a bond? Any answers po? You can please chat in the chat box. Okay, so mukhang may mga sumasagot. Okay, Miss Jennifer, Sir Julius, and others have answered. Most answers is E. Is that correct po? Let's reveal the answer po. Go ahead, Hazel. So correct, it's E, all of the above. So ang bond po, unlike a stock, it has a fixed interest over its life. Its life meaning yung kanyang duration. So kunyari, yung tenor niya is around 5 years. If the bond pays, let's say, quarterly interest, then you'll earn interest every quarter over the next 5 years until mag-mature yung bond. But of course, you don't have to hold the bond until maturity. You can buy or sell the bond on the bond market. And at the same time, C is also correct in the sense that you can buy both government and corporate issued bonds as well. So yun po yung bond. It's safer than stocks, but it may give you a less of a return. But nevertheless, it's a steady return compared to equities. Sige, next slide po. Okay. Sige, please, Hazel, please click until lumabas po yung lahat ng arrows there. Okay, thank you so much for that. Okay, so you may ask, what things affect the stock market and the bond market? So let's take four different macro indicators, which are on the leftmost column. So if GDP, so GDP means po gawa sa Pilipinas. So if the production levels in the Philippines increase, what happens? Pag tumaas ang GDP, that's good for the stock market, but not as good for the bond market. So pag tumaas po ang GDP, the stock market direction will go up, but because people are moving towards stocks, that means they would be going away from bonds. So pag tumaas ang GDP, it's good for stocks but less so for bonds. Number two, pag inflation naman po, inflation is yung pagtaas ng presyo ng bilihin uh, sa Pilipinas. Pag tumaas ang inflation, it's actually bad for both stocks and bonds because when pag tumaas po ang prices, that means that there's less um, purchasing power from investors. It means that because they have to spend more on sa mga bilihin, it means that they have less money to invest in stocks and bonds. In which case, pagtaas ng inflation, as you've seen in the past couple of years, it means it will hurt the stock and the bond market accordingly. Okay, number three, which would be tied to inflation. We saw in the past couple of years po, dahil mataas ang inflation, what did central banks do? Like the BSP, they raised interest rates. And this hurt both the stock and bond market. But yung tanong is, how exactly? Because rates are increased, um, it's used to combat inflation. So pag mataas ang presyo ng bilihin, central banks would tend to increase rates so that people will put more money in deposits or investments because of the high rates. This would tend to curb spending because if people would, not spend so much, then this would uh, be a factor in trying to curb inflation. But this also hurts uh, the stock and the bond market because syempre pag mataas ang interest rates po, you'd rather go into bonds or deposits versus stocks. And we've seen in the past couple of years with high inflation, nag-down po ang ating stock market. Why is it also bad for the bond market? Because we've seen that ang pagtaas ng rates would result in higher bond yields but also lower bond prices. So essentially po, if you go for bonds during a time of rising interest rates, this would hurt yung bond prices natin because for example, if you had gone for let's say you went for bonds before nagtaas ang rates. Let's say you went for a 5-year bond. You got 5% yield, which is not bad. But what happens if they raise rates? After some time, this 5-year bond would be around 6 or 7%, in which case, yung 5% bond mo at the start of the interest rate rising environment, it's now less compared to what you can get now, di ba? So in which case, yung presyo ng iyong bond would have gone down, di ba? So bottom line po, rising rates hurts both stocks and bonds. Pero what is good for us? Pag yung unemployment po goes up, then stock market, the stock market would go down, but this in turn would be good for the bond market as well. So basically po, what we can see in this table is that if GDP goes up, then the stock market goes up. If unemployment goes up, then the bond market goes up. But essentially po, pag tumaas ang inflation and interest rates, that's not really favorable for both stocks and bonds. Okay? So let's move on po to the next slide. Sige, please go ahead and click until lumabas yung Yung other columns, Hazel, thank you. So essentially, if you invested in stocks 20 years ago, through the markets, um, through yung pagtaas at pagbaba ng market, in the long run, stocks would still have gained, as you can see here in this table, di ba? So yun po yung key idea. Even though the market would go up and down in through the past 20 years, so this time period would have seen the GFC around the late 2000s. You would have seen the rise of Trump and the trade war no middle to late 2010s. You would have seen the pandemic as well. But through it all, even though the market went up and down, if you had invested in stocks, tumaas pa rin yung inyong portfolio. So we can see in the long run, investing in stocks is favorable to you. What about bonds naman? Next slide, please. Sige, please keep clicking, Hazel, until lumabas yung interest rates. So what you can see, oh, sorry, back lang po. All right. So, sige, please click more para lumabas yung isang column na yan. Okay, the key takeaway for bonds naman is that you would also have seen um, a return to your portfolio if you had gotten bonds, but you definitely see that it's not as big as stocks, but at the same time, it's also more steady. You because you earn through the regular income provided by the interest from bonds. So yung key point here po is that going back to the earlier thought that we saw that stocks, you would gain more through stocks and maybe less so in bonds, but it's more steady. So pag meron po kayong isang portfolio, it's good to have both stocks and bonds because you would have um, a, a good combination of asset classes in your portfolio and you can gain more from stocks, but also gain steady returns from bonds. Okay, next slide, please. Sige po, next slide after this one. Okay, so given all of that, so we saw that stocks and bonds are good for one's portfolio. How does investing in funds help you as an investor? So through Atram's funds, which are offered through First Metro Securities, you can invest in asset classes, not just local but also global. You can see here po that yung funds namin are not just for the local market but also for the global markets. And essentially, you have access basically to a wide range of asset classes, but um, and also through mga foreign fund managers as well. So, for example, you can also invest through JP Morgan, Fidelity, BlackRock, and so on because you are invested in the feeder funds of Atram offered through perpetual securities, which themselves are invested in these foreign fund managers. Next slide, please. Okay. So yun po yung fund basics natin. So essentially po, in um, if you invest in our funds through FMSEC, you'll be able to also invest in these global fund managers. It's meaning po, it's easier po to invest because um, hindi po as accessible for the average investor to go straight to these global fund managers, but you can get them through Atram and through FMSEC. So anyway po, just to really wrap things up, yung mga fund basics natin is that you have access, you have liquidity, they are managed professionally, and they are cost efficient because you can invest in these funds through smaller minimum sizes. And at the same time, if you were to go straight to these global fund managers, you'd have to have a large minimum size. But because you go through Atram and FMSEC, you can go through them through smaller sizes, and also more efficient cost as well. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so si Atram po, we have fixed income, equities, we have also multi-asset as well, and alts as well. Yung multi-asset po is mostly would be a combination mostly of fixed income and equities as well. Next slide, please. Okay, so this slide just shows po yung historical risk and return heat map natin. You can see that in the past 10 years, there is not one asset class that dominates the market. So what this means is that it's good to be invested in a different in funds because you would diversify your portfolio. Going back sa ating topic, we know that um, yung topic natin is stocks talaga, but as we can see, um, in any given year, there's not one stock which dominate. There's not one asset class which dominates. Therefore, it's good for us to be invested in a different in a different set of um, assets because over the long run, being diversified will help one's portfolio. Okay, next slide po. Okay, and just to be mindful of the time, sorry po, we have really um, alam ko po yung time natin is, okay, sorry, I'll just go sige, back. Okay, so I'll just show here po, if you invest in Atram's UITFs, ito po yung ating mga returns. Sige, just keep going, Hazel, please. Sige, keep going as well. So the bottom line is, if you invest through Atram's UITFs, you would get a substantial return over the past couple of years. Okay? Sige. So, kung may mga tanong po, just feel free to ask anytime sa chat. Now we will focus on three funds as well. But one of them we will go for, sorry, go back please. Okay, all right. So we will discuss here po one fund which is available through Atram and FMSEC. It is the Atram Philippine SDG fund. SDG meaning oh sorry, naghang yata ako. Oh there, I'm so sorry. Okay na pala. All right. So I'll just begin by discussing the Atram SDG fund. So you'll see po that last year, the Atram SDG fund outgained the PSEI. And why is that? Sige, next slide po. Okay. So the Atram SDG fund, it is based on the UN, the UN, the UN SDG goals, right? So meron po tayong mga 17 SDG goals. And then ito po yung basis ng ating fund. Next slide, please. Okay, so we take these SDGs and apply a structure and we see strategies. So if we apply wellness, progress, and fairness using these strategies, we will then have the basis for the the fund, right? So next slide, please. Okay, so we see here a case study. We have a property company which is part of the SDG fund. And then what you will see here po is that using these three factors, wellness, progress, and fairness, we can then score the company. Normally, if a company would be equally um, would be equally would be among these would sorry would be equal among these three factors, then the triangle would be a perfect triangle. But in this case, the company is more weighted towards fairness, right? So what does that mean? We then score the company based on these three factors. And then this forms the basis of the fund. Next slide, please. Okay. So the SDG fund po, what we do is we gather data on 115 companies. We then score them through the SDG process. And then we select the top 20 companies. And then we assign weights for the different factors. And then sa huli po, we select the stocks that go inside the fund. Next, sige, next slide po. And as you can see, um, so for example, going by emissions, for example, um, on the left side of the slide po, and then energy consumption, because of the scoring of the fund, you will see that nag-outperform siya compared to its benchmark. Next slide, please. And then the same goes for renewable energy and water consumption as well. So basically po, because the fund focuses on SDG goals, it tends to outperform the broad market. Next slide, please. Okay, so going back po sa ating sa ating topic, which is investing in stocks po. Um, Thanks to the scoring of the SDG fund, yung mga holdings po are these names on the left side of the slide, and the industries are on the right side. Next slide, please. Okay, so yung bottom line po, if nag-invest po kayo, sorry, go back po. If nag-invest po kayo sa SDG fund compared to the PSEI, nag-outperform po siya ng PSEI because of the scoring used. Next slide, please. Okay, so yung bottom line po is, if nag-invest po kayo sa fund na ito, you would have diversified by sustainability, which in the long run po, tends to outperform the regular PSEI index on its own. Next slide, please. And then sige, next slide again po. Okay. So now we go into the second fund, which is the Atrium Global Multi-Asset Income Feeder Fund, which is also available through First Metro Securities. So this fund naman po is global. It's multi-asset and income paying. So pag sinabing global po, it invests in global stocks and bonds, but it also pays out income as well. So yung key selling point talaga is that if you invest in this fund, you will earn regular income, but also have long-term capital growth because the fund is diversified by investing in global stocks and bonds. Next slide, please. Okay, so this slide just shows what has happened in the past 12 years or so. So basically, what we have seen is that um, there has been different themes happening in the past in each year, di ba po? So basically po noong 2016 and 17 there was Brexit, may Trump trade war. Noong 5 years ago may pandemic naman. 3 years ago may Russia-Ukraine war. But basically what we've seen is that through all of these market events, the fund has performed basically has given a steady return thanks to its regular income payouts, which you can see on the bottom part of the slide. Next slide, please. Okay. So you might be wondering ano po yung laman ng fund. Meron po siyang top 10 holdings and you'll see that it's basically a mixture of global stocks and bonds. Um, and of course, the names that you will see here are names that you would recognize, such as Microsoft and Meta and TSMC. TSMC being one of um, the top chip makers and semiconductors. And of course, yung fixed income natin po, you will see as well yung mga you will see yung mga oh sorry, naghang po kasi ako. I apologize for that. You will see mga US treasuries as well. Next slide. Okay, and as mentioned po, the fund pays out regular distribution. And you can see ito po, basically on the average, in the past 5 or 6 years, kahit nung pandemic, you would have earned around 5 to 6% on the average per annum. And the fund does pay out uh, has a monthly payout. Next slide, please. Okay. So ito po yung last fund natin. So we covered the Atram SDG fund, which is invested in Philippine stocks. And because it pays out, because okay, so going back lang po. So yung Atram Philippine SDG fund, because of its focus on SDG, it has to outperform the PSEI. Number two, we covered the Atram Global Multi-Asset Income Feeder Fund, which has a regular payout and is diversified as well. So now we'll focus on a third fund as well, the Atram Global Technology Feeder Fund. So what are the key selling points of this fund? It's it has it's invested po in global technology. So next slide, please. Okay. So the fund, of course, would invest technology um, in different technology aspects. So you have payments, entertainment, gaming, AI, and so on. Next slide, please. Okay, so here's one example po. The fund would have energy, industrials, and comms. For example, energy po, we have Baker Hughes. Industrials, we have Rolls-Royce. And comms, we have EA, which is one of the leading gaming companies. Next slide, please. And then yung top 10 holdings ng fund would be names that you may recognize, such as TSMC, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and so on. Next slide, please. And ito po yung historical performance ng fund. You will see po that it has really given a consistent return throughout the years. But of course, during the AI boom and AI tech rally, uh, if you had invested in this fund, naka-ride po kayo sa AI and tech rally of the past couple of years. Sige, next slide, please. Okay, and that ends na pala our and that ends pala our that ends our uh, presentation. Sorry po, I was trying to be mindful of the time as well. Kaya medyo na-distract po ako. Sorry about that. But basically, happy to answer your questions now po if you have any questions. Kay Joanna, sorry talaga. I was kind of mindful of the time kasi nakita ko nung mga halfway through, I was still in the first part of the presentation. So medyo nagmadali ako ng konti. Sana hindi po ako nag-overrun sa time natin.
That's okay, Sir Bench. No worries po. So once again, let me just share my screen. Okay, so again, thank you so much, no, Sir Bench, for that insightful discussion. So you actually covered a lot of things naman po, from the basics and also from exploring na din some of the ATRAM funds. So to those here, attendees, if you have questions, so don't worry, we have a live Q&A session naman in just a bit. But before we start, let's give Sir Bench a quick breather muna. And while he's taking a quick break, let me just quickly share something exciting about First Metro Securities naman. So again, here at First Metro Sec, we are all about giving you options. We are a multi-asset platform, no, which means you can invest in stocks, ETF, bonds, REITs, and of course, funds. And the best part, you can manage all of these investments in just one platform. So again, it is convenient, seamless, and also hassle-free. So once you open an account with us, you get access to FundSmart. FundSmart is your one-stop shop for investment funds, offering you a wide range of options from the country's top providers, that is including Atram Investments. And the best part, yung buying and redeeming of funds is as easy as trading stocks, no? All within the same platform and no extra documents needed. Plus, there is no zero front-end fees or sales charge. So to those who do not have an account with us, yes, with us yet, no, opening one is very easy. All you have to do is to visit the website or apply through the app. Now, if you are planning to open a corporate, joint, and ETF account, we suggest you head over to our website. And if you open an individual account, so you just have to download the application. So just click sign up now, you fill out the forms, and then you upload the required documents. So just 3 steps, no, and you are all good to go. And also do not forget, when you are asked, how did you learn about us? Make sure to enter the seminar code PH Assets. So this helps us know that you joined us through this webinar with our FundSmart partner and with Sir Bench at Trump. Now, why open an account with us through mobile app? We have exclusive perks for you. The first one, you have 15-day free trial sa ating First MetroSec Go, which gives you access to market data, research, charts, and many more. And also, you have 30 days to complete your requirements. So no pressure, no rush. You'll have plenty of time to submit any pending documents. Again, it's paperless, super easy, and super convenient. Now, let me just have a quick live website tour, no? I'll walk you through FundSmart and we will both explore together the funds offered by Atram Investments. So again, once you have an account with us, you have access to our multi-asset platform. Okay, so I hope you are already seeing my screen. So you have here the website. This is the First Metro Sec My platform. Once you have an account with us, of course, you have your username and password. So simply input the credentials dito sa ating login. And then here, you have the announcements actually. So you will just skip on that. Before I start, let me just use some annotation. Okay, I guess you're seeing it already. So to access funds, all you have to do is to click funds located at the upper right part, no, of your screen. And then you now have the dashboard ng ating FundSmart. So the first one, you have here the home tab, which basically shows you all of the funds available, no? So we have 130 funds available sa ating FundSmart. If it is your first time accessing FundSmart, you have to update your risk profile. So to do that, you just click this update my risk profile. and simply answer the client suitability assessment forms. Again, these are just simple questions, no, that will assess your investor risk profile. So just click on that and click submit. And then once you're done, you can actually explore now the FundSmart. I just want you to utilize the FundSmart tab because meron siyang features dito, no, that can provide you investment ideas. If you want to check on the description, performance, and fee structure, you can do so by checking the FundSmart dashboard. So the first one we have here, description. Under description, you have the fund code, the fund name, fund type, strategy, currency, and risk rating. So again, sa FundSmart, you have or you can subscribe to PH, no, peso and dollar denominated funds. I want you to click on this drop down and actually let's select, no, it's already pre-selected, the Atram Trust Corporation. So this will show you all of the funds offered by Atram. Now let's go to the performance tab. This is where you compare the performance of the funds, no, from the first, third, and fifth year, no, since the inception of the fund. So you have here again fund code, fund name, fund type, and yung kanilang mga other details na din. If wala pa kayong idea kung anong funds yung i-invest, you can just simply compare, no, their performances. So you have here year to date, last year, 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years. So let's check on the fund, no, shown by Sir Bench. That is the Atram Global Technology Feeder Fund. So as you can see, pang long term ito siya, no? 5-year performance niya is 151.42%, no? So ang laki din if ever you have this fund for more than 5 years na. So naka-ride kayo dun sa pagtaas ng fund. So to know the details of the fund, you just click the fund code and then you will be redirected na to the fund profile. Under fund profile, you will see its name, no, the overview, provider, asset type, and its investment objective. You will also see the fee information. So you only need 1,000 pesos, no, for the initial or minimum investment. Actually, majority of the funds sa FundSmart, 1,000 lang po yung kailangan. You also have here yung additional and the minimum amount. Also the minimum holding period. So for this fund, wala siyang holding period. You can just redeem the fund, no, after days na mag-reflect siya sa inyong portfolio. And also the performance of the fund. So you have here the NAV chart, no? So you have a quick glance of its performance. So as you can see, tumataas din talaga yung performance ng fund. We also have here yung kanilang top holdings. So you see here some of the Magnificent Seven. So we have here Apple, Alphabet, no? And also Microsoft. Next, we have here also the fund allocation. So if you want to review the details of the fund, so you just over to research. Next, if ever naman interested na kayo dun sa fund, the subscribe button is easily accessible. Medyo sa upper right part siya, this green icon here. So you just click on subscribe. Simply input the amount, no, you want to invest. So sabihin natin 10,000. You just click subscribe. This is a demo account, no? But if ever you are using your personal account, after you click the subscribe button, you will be asked to confirm your order. So to do that, you just have to input your password. And then once it has been forwarded, you can just check the view instructions tab to see all of your pending instructions. If ever you have holdings now of your fund, just head over to portfolio tab and you can see all of the details of your fund subscription. You also have here quick glance, no, of your performances ng other assets ninyo. So here you have the consolidated stocks, funds, and bonds. So because just like what I said, we are a multi-asset platform that you can invest in stocks, funds, and bonds. So basically that's it, no? If you wanna maximize the First Metrosec platform, we have here the FundSmart, where you can invest in a lot of funds, including funds from Atram. So going back to my presentation, if you want to receive some exclusive FundSmart insider tips, no, and updates, you can just simply scan the QR code or by searching at First Metrosec. And also, if you are into quick, easy to digest market insight, you can just simply tune into our Spotify podcast. for some bite-sized content. Okay. And lastly, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. All of the awards you see here are all because of you. Your trust and support mean everything to us, and we are truly grateful that you continue to choose First Metro Sec in your investing journey. And now we are already at the part now of our Q&A. So if you have questions, you can just simply chat in sa ating chat box. So please don't be shy if you have questions. And Sir Bench is, yeah, excited to answer all of those questions, especially related doon sa kaniyang. Okay?
Sige, thank you, Joanna. And first of all, it's great to see yung presentation mo rin kasi it just shows how easy it is to use yung online niya,
Yeah.
yung online portal ninyo. I'll just recap siguro what I talked about earlier.
Okay.
Well, so first of all, we talked about yung stocks and bonds, how stocks are um it's higher risk, higher return than bonds, but bonds naman will give you a steady return naman compared to stocks, diba? But both are a essential part of one's portfolio. And then of course, I just want to focus on funds as well. Funds make it easier for one to invest in both asset classes um, because compared to because they allow you to invest in so for example, hello, I'm so sorry, naghang yata ako. Can you hear me, Joanna?
Yes, sir. Everything's all good.
Okay, sige, I thought naghang kasi ako. And of course, if you invest in funds, it makes it easier to invest in those asset classes as well because it helps in diversification as well. At this point, I'll be happy to answer any questions from anyone.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, I am already. But to those, no, maybe some are shy, no, in asking questions. You can just send inquiries to us, no. Email us our customer service email. So that's customer service at firstmetrosecurities.com. If you have questions related to mutual funds, UITF, or even products of Atram. And also, we have a contact number sa aming help desk where you can directly message me and the rest of the team. And if you have questions related to the presentation, Mr. Bench, so we can actually ask him directly and then siguro share namin sa inyo yung answer. So actually, we are already approaching na din the end of our webinar. It's almost 7 p.m. na din. So again, thank you so much everyone, no, who stayed with us. Maybe last additional 10 seconds, no, for the questions, if ever. Okay. All right. Okay. So I guess that's it. And
I actually see one
we
question,
have
Joanna.
here, yes, sir, from Sir
To answer.
Ernesto. So insights about USD investment.
I do see one question sa chat, Joanna. The question is, as a 22-year-old who's just starting my investment portfolio, is it smart to focus on funds versus stocks? Okay, so first of all, thank you for your question. First of all, it's good to see that even at your age, you're beginning to invest. So that's much earlier than I actually began investing myself. Um, okay, so just to make a brief answer to your question, so is it smart to focus on funds versus individual stocks? The answer is you can invest in both. If you focus on funds, it depends which funds as well. If you invest in, let's say, equity funds, you'll be able to invest in a larger portion of the equity market because you'll have many stocks in those funds compared to just getting individual stocks as well. But at the same time, if you invest in funds versus stocks, you will be able to be more diversified compared to individual stocks. That being said, though, if you're able to, um, just to start out investing at this age, then going back to our previous slide, we showed that if you were to invest in stocks 20 years ago, throughout all of what happened through those 20 years, through the GFC, through Trump and the trade war during his first term, through COVID and so on, you will see that in the long run, stocks tend to have stocks tend to return um, to give you a good return, um, which means that um, in the long run, you would still have a good return as well. So the answer is it's good to invest in both actually, both funds and in stocks as well. Any more
Okay.
questions? Oh, wait, sige. Any more
Thank
questions,
you
Joanne?
so much, sir. Actually, apologies, no, baka sa internet connection ko din. Late ko na nakikita yung questions. So, thank you, anonymous attendee, at least nakahabol pa. We have another, sir, actually. Insights on USD investment. This is from Sir Ernesto. So, maybe you can share something about it, sir.
Okay, thank you po, Sir Ernesto, for your question. Okay, so USD investment. So what Atram has are USD funds as well. What I can say po about USD investment is that we have USD feeder funds. So the two funds we talked about earlier po, um, which is yung Global Multi-Asset and the Global Tech Funds, they can be, you can have them in both peso and dollar actually. So yung good thing about investing in dollar is that um, you're able to invest. Sorry, I think I'm hanging talaga. I'm so sorry talaga. Hey, Joanna, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige, sorry about that. All right. So yun lang po. Pag meron po kayong USD investment, you can invest in these funds both in peso and dollar. Um, yung good thing about investing in dollar is that pag malakas po yung dollar, then um, it's actually good for
Thank you.
hello? I'm so sorry po. Hello?
Yes. All good, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess, would that be all, sir Bench? We
Sige.
actually have more questions pa po. At least may humahabol pa. This one, do bonds pay dividends? Which ones do? So maybe baka may mga bonds po.
Okay, Dugman. Sige. Thank you po, Miss Minerva.
Yes.
Okay. So do bonds pay dividends? Actually, that's a very good question po. Bonds actually pay coupons, whereas um, pag funds naman po, income paying ones pay dividends naman. But yung idea po is the same. Bonds pay regular coupons. So for example, if you were to go for government securities, for example, then for example, po yung RTBs and FXTNs, then they pay either quarterly or semi-annual po. So if you're new to investing in bonds po, then naghahang pala ako sa end. Ay, hello, Joanna. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Sorry naghahang kasi sa end ko yata. Naghahang yata yung connection sa end ko. I'm really sorry. But if you can hear me now, then okay lang
Mhm.
pa.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so going back to Miss Minerva's question, do bonds pay dividends? They actually pay coupons. So, yung good thing about investing in bonds po is that compared to stocks, bonds would pay regular coupons po. Yun ang sagot po. Uh,
Okay, so I think that's all. Thank you so much, Sir Benj. Another question we have here is from Sir Russell. Do you need a separate account from First Metro Sec for dollar bonds? I already have peso funds. Actually, Sir Russell, yes. If you wanna invest in dollar-denominated funds, you also need a dollar account with First Metro Sec. Actually, you can also do it naman through the app pa din. The requirement lang is iba, especially for the settlement bank account. So it has to be a dollar settlement bank account din po. All of the other requirements, same lang, the ID, proof of billing, yung sa settlement account lang. Another question we have here from Sir Paul. For the Atram Global Multi-Asset Income Feeder Fund, do we need a dollar account po? Actually, for this, let me just go back to our platform. Okay,
and
so I
then while
hope,
you're pulling it up, Joanna, I'll just
yes.
siguro answer it briefly from the Atram point of view.
Mm-mm. Sige po.
So
Go ahead,
yung
sir.
so this fund po is available in both peso and dollar, diba?
Yes.
But I'll throw it back to you for the requirements sa First Metro info.
Yes, sir. So again, we have here, you can also invest in this fund no, in both. So as you can see dito sa ating platform, we have here in peso, tapos the minimum investment is same pa din po na 1,000 pesos, as well as yung additional in the redemption. At saka wala din po siyang holding period. Okay, so actually, that's it lang din.
And then
Okay.
si Sir Paul has one more question here for
Mm-mm.
the Atram for the fund. Okay,
Okay, let
how
me,
frequent are the dividends given out to investors? They're given po on a monthly basis for this fund.
okay. Thank you so much, sir. So I guess, can I confirm? That's all the questions I see actually. Okay. Thank you, Sir Russell. Thank you, Sir Paul. So, okay, I guess everything is all good. All of the questions actually are answered. So again, thank you so much no everyone sa pahabol na questions natin. So if you have more questions pa, do not hesitate to email our customer service team at customerservice@firstmetrosec.com.ph. And before we formally end, I'll just ask Sir Bench, no, maybe for some closing remarks to our attendees, no?
Sige, thank you, Joanna. And thank you to all our attendees. Siguro just for closing remarks po, just to go back dun sa ating topic, which is investing in Philippine assets made easy. Well, Philippine plus global assets actually, because we covered both Philippine and global. It yung for to close na lang siguro po, in closing thoughts ko po is that um, it can be made easy through through funds offered by Atram through First Metro Securities. So yun lang po. Yung closing thoughts ko po is that um, if you invest in Philippine assets or global assets through Atram and through First Metro Securities, naghahang talaga po ako. I'm so sorry talaga. Can you hear me, Joanna?
Yes, sir. All good.
Okay, sorry talaga. Sa end ko kasi nagahang talaga siya. Sana better siya. I'll be better next time po sa connection ko. But for a closing thought, it's easy to invest in Philippine assets or global assets through Atram's funds, which are offered through First Metro Securities and at a smaller amount as well, diba? So normally po, if you invest in Philippine assets, um, you might have to invest in them through larger amounts, but through First Metro Securities fund, to First Metro Securities, it can be done through smaller amounts po, which makes it easy for us to invest easier as well.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Bench. So to those who are already here in our webinar, I'll just request one more thing, no? So as always, we'd love to hear your feedback because it helps us improve and bring you even better webinars in the future. So if you can just scan the QR code shown on your screen or simply click the link, no, that Miss Hazel dropped in the chat box. So it will only take you a minute and we really appreciate, no, your feedback. So again, thank you so much who stayed with us until the end of the webinar. So I guess that's a wrap for tonight's Fun Smart Learning series. We truly appreciate you spending your Thursday evening with us, and we hope you found tonight's session valuable. We'd love to see you again in our next Fun Smart Learning series together with Sir Bench and also our other upcoming webinars. On behalf of First Metro Sec and Atram teams, thank you so much, everyone, and have a great Thursday evening. Thank you
Thank you,
so
Joanna, and
much.
thank you to everyone as well who attended. Looking forward to seeing you again in the future. Thank you po.